Hello and welcome to the 221st installment of the Synapse Misfire Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, joined by other host, Jordan.
That's me.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
You should tell everyone where we put this dang old thing.
So, as always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, Pocket Cast, and the RSS feed linked below. YouTube and Spotify are the video platform where you can see us. Instagram, TikTok, you can contact us. And we also have an email, synapsemisfire@pm.me. Send us your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats. Funny enough, I still say Google Podcasts, and that platform doesn't exist, but it's really just because I don't think I could not say it, you know?
I think if it changed now, you would die.
I'd be like, start having like a little robo-spasm.
Yeah, you would. You would. What is it now? YouTube podcasts?
It's just YouTube music, yeah.
Oh, like Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music. His head would explode.
Got plumes of smoke just pouring out of my head.
Yeah.
I blew a head gasket, but
Talking about blowing head.
yeah.
Huh?
Chris, I got to tell you something.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know if perhaps you saw this because you're not. I feel like you're not part of the gaming zeitgeist anymore.
I'm really not.
Did you see that they took our IP and they're making it into a game? They're making a John Freak game.
I was about to say John Freak completely jokingly.
They're making a John Wick game.
John
But that's
Freak.
our IP. We started with John Freak. They totally
Yeah,
took
they
that.
took John Wick from us.
Yeah.
Who made up John Freak first.
Yeah. If there's a single scene with baby oil in that game, I'm filing a DMCA.
If there's any sort of scene where John Wick looks a little slippery,
A bead of sweat drops down. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
Freak.
that's John Freak.
That's John Freak, man.
Listen, lawyer up. That's all I'm
How
saying.
about that, Chris? Let's be nice. We'll let you use the John Freak IP. Just send us $100,000.
I need $150 million.
Damn, you set that bar a little high.
I need 150 cents.
That's a little more worth it for our IP. But yeah, they're making a John Wick game, which looks really cool. So, but the second I saw it, I was watching the State of Play live, and it popped up, and I was like, they took John Freak. That's John Freak.
Those bastards.
How could they?
John Wick.
I
is
started
in,
this company.
You can't do this to me. I started this company. Do you have any idea how much I've sacrificed?
Exactly.
You know John Wick is in Payday 2?
Is he?
Yeah, it was one of the first DLCs for Payday 2.
I didn't know that. Like way back when? Like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's like a no bullshit. It's John Wick.
Does he have any voice lines as Keanu or no?
No, they got a different guy, but
Well, good news is for the game, it's Keanu. So it's actually him.
they actually paid. They actually paid, whatever. I don't think Keanu's that hard of a get. I'll be honest.
No, he's
Seems like
a pretty humble.
He seems like he's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah. And from what you see online, like he's humble and shit. Like he takes the train and stuff. He doesn't have like crazy shit. He doesn't just buy a bunch of supercars and shit like that. From what you can tell, so he probably does it for the love of the game. Like he's honestly probably just like, yeah, like let's bring this character to a new format. I mean, he did Cyberpunk, right? Like if CD Projekt Red would get him for Johnny Silverhand, like why they could have got anybody else, and it would have been
That's true.
Like I don't think anyone bought that game for Keanu. Really don't.
No, I was
So.
gonna buy it anyway.
So they could have used anyone else, you know. They could use freaking Troy Baker. Called it a
and
day.
like, I would even argue. It might have been better if they chose a better actor.
Yeah, I will be honest. Johnny Silverhand's not great.
I think Keanu's a great guy. He seems like a solid guy, and when he's in his zone, he's in his zone. But I just, in general, across the board, I don't think he's a great actor.
Yeah, he has a specific thing, and I don't think it's necessarily like A-tier, A-list acting.
He's no Bryan Cranston, right? He's kind of just got one sort of note.
One trick pony, as they say.
Yeah, and it works when it works, but a lot of times it doesn't.
Yeah, like it works for the stuff he's in for like his classic stuff, like John Wick and The Matrix and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy to see not only a John Wick game, but specifically that they're maintaining that character. And people are so funny too, because people online were like, "Oh, what did they do to my boy's face? But boy, it looks exactly like him. They just like obviously de-aged him in the game. Like they made it a younger version of him because I'm pretty sure this takes place when he was still an assassin before he retired and before the movies, pick up. So
this is a thing that comes up very often with games. It's like when they reveal any character.
I think it looks pretty good.
He looks literally fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
When they reveal any character, there's always some fucking nerd. There's always some fucking nerd who complains about the character design. And I get it in some sense. Because there are games and there are things that I see that have genuinely like dog shit character design. However, and it's weird that it's being applied here
When it's
because
just a guy.
usually it's oddly enough whenever they reveal like a female character.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No, it's just purely coincidence. Like you saw Fable, right? When people were like, that girl in the Fable trailer, she looks like a woman and not like a Fable sex thing. Like,
And it's not like it's not like the whole thing is about how like the whole trailer is about how like, oh, this hero, it's just like a normal person. It's not this like thing of legend. Mm-hmm. It's not like that's the whole point or anything.
yeah.
Or like when a fucking Siri got revealed for Witcher 4.
Oh, and she just looks like an older
And she just
woman,
looks like a woman who's in her 30s, which likely she is in the game.
Yeah, and then also like has been through hell and back.
Yeah. Did you see what she was doing to people in that game?
Yeah.
Did you see did you see in The Witcher 3 when she was fucking killing people and getting fucked up all the time?
Yeah.
That would put some age on you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And also, she didn't look old.
No. She looked older than The Witcher 3, but wasn't like, who's this granny?
Yeah, but in The Witcher 3, isn't she like 19 or 17 or something?
Like
Like,
yeah.
Insane.
My favorite of all time will forever be when they showed off Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh my God.
And people were like, she has peach fuzz. Why does she have a mustache? And I'm like, have you never seen a woman in your life?
Insane self-report, dude. Insane self-report.
Like,
because like you've never
been close enough to a woman.
that tracks, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, it's never a thing of, oh my God, this is so detailed that they even included this as part of the detail, which in my mind as a non-designer, I would just, oh, that's superfluous. I'm not gonna waste rendering power on this. Mm-hmm. But we're at a point in technology where they can use the extra rendering overhead to render like individual sort of hairs on her face. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But no. Why does she have facial? I shouldn't make that statement publicly. I'm gonna rescind. It loaded. And then I was like, I probably shouldn't say that. So I'm going to rescind
It loaded and then you all F-word.
Yeah, I was like, this, I feel like it would be admissible in court. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly where you can go. You know?
You know the guys who made the comments about the peach fuzz to have the weakest beards in the world, like me, like this little like scraggly shit. Yeah. Like none of these guys have any facial hair of their own, so they're actually probably just jealous. Like, I was a little jealous when I saw the peach fuzz. I'm like, damn, wish I had that.
Like, damn, what would my shit look like that for real? No, so, it's very funny. It's very telling. It's like, oh, you've never even been remotely close to any woman at all. Not even in, like, a sexual manner.
Just in general.
Like, I've seen that on people just interpersonally. If you're like this distance away from somebody, you can see it.
Yeah.
Crazy, by the way.
Hey, wait till they find out. Wait till they find out that women's legs are not just naturally hairless.
That they're not naturally like really smooth.
Yeah.
Wait till they find out they grow armpit hair too.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy, dude. The thing is though, they'd never get close enough to a woman to find out.
True.
So.
They usually kind of take a turn and run stance whenever they're near them. So like whenever a woman gets close, she's like, "Oh my God, I gotta get the fuck out of here now."
You smell them before you see them.
Yeah, it's sort of like a and all the hairs in your nose fucking die.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I talk about this often with believe it or not, I talk to women on occasion. I've talked about this topic literally yesterday at work. Like, man, there's a lot of fucking weird, stinky nerds out there. Like, because my point is I don't want to project, because I meet a lot of the stereotypes.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
I'm a software guy, computer science guy, IT guy. I have long hair. I'm heavy. I can't grow a good beard.
Yeah.
But I shower. I'm nice to people.
Yeah.
You know?
Not misogynistic.
Yeah. I just, I'm just normal. So, like, especially for a guy that looks like me, you gotta like sort of try to break the stereotype, because people aren't gonna see you as like a safe person to be around until more people who are in this sort of phenotype start breaking that stereotype.
Well said, man. Preach. See, Chris is definitely not a misogynist. Just don't get him a couple beers. Just don't.
Give me 2 beers and I turn into Andrew Tate.
What?
All my hair falls off, and I start talking that weird fucking stilted British half American accent he has.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
I'm a rapist.
Where did he go?
I went to fucking Romania so I wouldn't get charged, and then I got charged anyway.
I know, I'm mad about it.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. By the way, buy my supplements.
You got a problem with it? Come kill Jordan. Oh no. Oh no, he's getting me. He's got me. If you got a problem, come kill Jordan about it. He almost got me. He rubbed his head like a crystal ball and it sent a plague down on me.
He casted a fucking spell. He was like Flemicus Gillis Christens.
Boom! But he doesn't know that I'm a level 20 wizard.
You did dispel magic.
My wisdom save is so fucking high. Okay? I rolled a 32.
Oh my god.
On that.
Man, that was really funny.
Suck my dick from the back.
Have you seen the clip of that guy? It's some politician somewhere giving a speech, and his voice breaks, and he sounds like a Nazi zombie from Call of Duty.
Yes.
That's what that reminded me of.
That was scary.
Dude, his was terrifying.
That was I didn't like that. That was I got phlegmed on.
That was funny. Oh man, yeah. Andrew Tate, what a guy. What a great guy to just be. What
a great guy for our young
model.
Men to look up to.
Yeah, a misogynistic
rapist.
Sure, he's wealthy, but that's about it.
And I think we're in a time where maybe the large portion of people understand that most of the people who have money are like kind of monsters.
Yeah. That's
Welcome back to the Working Class Podcast.
John Wick game. Yeah, it looks cool. You should definitely check out the trailer at some point. Did you catch anything at the State of Play? That was announced? No. There was some cool stuff. There was some pretty cool stuff.
I'm a fake gamer now. I'm a fake gamer. I have a good computer. I play games as an excuse to have a good computer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could just use a laptop and be fine. But I was like, what if I want to play a game, any game at all? So I gotta spend $4,000 on a computer. I have to.
Yeah. That, my friends, is what we call a reach. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You might come back to it someday. It all depends.
We'll see.
You might go full circle. Who knows?
Well, no, actually, I've spent the last year trying to uncircle myself.
Fair. So
I'm
trying to get more rectangle.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little more angular.
Yeah.
These days.
Couple sharp angles.
I had a couple 90s on me.
Couple of 9s, if you know what I'm saying.
Sorry, this distracted me. This tie here, it got stuck to the lid magnet for the laptop.
Yeah, because those do have metal in them. Yeah.
Metal. It's magnetic.
But not all metal.
Only ferrous metals, such as, I believe, anything with iron, and I think nickel also might be magnetic. And copper is magnetic if a magnet is run through it and creates an electric field and thereby a magnetic field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smart.
It's that wisdom. You know the wisdom.
Told you. My wisdom save, my intelligence, so high.
Every other attribute, though, so low.
My strength is
Charisma.
a 3.
Charisma's a -4.
My charisma's a 1. My dexterity is a -1 somehow. Intelligence, wisdom, off the charts.
Yeah. We know where bro put his skill points.
Yeah, to cast in a spell on your bitch ass. Watch this. Shiakazing! I'm not going to put an effect there. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, no. Editor Chris is like, nah, it's too much work.
I'm just not going to fucking do that.
I could just not.
It sounds like I could do that, but...
You know how many times that happened when I was editing? I was like, oh, that'd be a funny edit. And I was like, I could just not, though.
There's a few times where I debated on whether or not I wanted to do an edit, and then I decided to do it anyway. This one I definitely won't. Don't get your hopes up.
Speaking of hopes, Chris, did you end up watching Fallout Season 2 or anything?
I haven't yet. It's on my list.
Okay.
It's on my list because I know all of it's out now, and I was talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it was good. Another ending that's kind of like Season 1 where it's like, okay, we're just setting up more stuff.
Right.
I think leaks and stuff said the show's supposed to be like 6 seasons total, like planned. I'm like, okay, all right. Like, I get it, I guess.
Do you think it has, now seeing Season 2, do you think it has 4 more seasons of legs?
Well, I think without spoiling it, because there's a reason Season 3 can exist because of how Season 2 ends, I feel like they can reuse that same ending trope, essentially. Kind of like the Fallout games do, right? The only reason the Fallout games have a reason to go on is because it's like, oh, all right, we told a story in New Vegas. Let's just go to fucking Boston now. Let's tell a story over there.
True.
Oh, we're done in Boston? Let's go to Texas for the next one. Like, they just bounce around the U.S., and then who knows? We could eventually get, like, a European fucking Fallout of some sort. So they have a lot of just real estate to move around, and the show very much does the same thing. Like, they started in Philadelphia, now they're in New Vegas, and now they're going to a third place. So it's like, it's probably just going to do that. It's going to be like an interstate.
The cool thing about Fallout 4, which takes place in Boston, is they actually made Boston nicer.
Yeah, it does look a little better.
I'm like, man, this, I don't know. Have you been to Mattapan? It's not as nice as this super mutant infested alleyway.
It might be a Deathclaw over there, but I don't mind.
There might be a Deathclaw over there. I saw a Deathclaw in Boston on the Freedom Trail for real. In real life. Ben Franklin reenactor, Deathclaw. Statue of fucking Paul Revere.
I'm actually surprised we haven't got a New York Fallout. That'd be interesting.
That would be well, I think New York's gone.
Is it canonically eviscerated?
I think that was the first city that got like hit really bad. So
yeah, I'm not a big Fallout lore guy.
Yeah, I think New York got fucking destroyed.
Sons of bitches. That would have been cool. We could have had like verticality. You know, fucking zip lines and shit between buildings. That'd be sick.
Do you honestly think Bethesda has that capability in them?
Not new Bethesda. No.
They can't put a cutscene in video games.
Yeah, they haven't done that.
They can't program cutscenes into the game. They just have to spawn an NPC somewhere, hopefully in a place you don't see them, and then they have to arrive at a given time.
You mean like that one time during Fallout 4's development, they were like, "Hey, our engine can't support a moving train. So what if we make the train a hat for an NPC and have him walk, and that's the train that you can ride in the game?"
Yeah,
like that sort of thing.
That sort of thing.
Yeah,
albeit clever. Yeah. But might I make a suggestion? Build a new engine.
Well, they're supposed to be using Unreal 5 for everything, which is like also not a great solution in my opinion. But
that's not the answer. That's not the answer I wanted. I think we should. I think Unreal 5 is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine for an indie developer.
Yeah.
You're a multi-billion-dollar company backed by a multi-billion-dollar company. Fucking write a new engine.
Well, because the thing is, all the games feel the same. We've talked about this before, but like with Unreal 5, every hack and slash game feels the same. Every shooter feels the same. Like
Everything's way too the physics engine that they have in fucking UE5 sucks dick.
Yeah.
Like everything's way too floaty. Nothing has any weight to it.
Like look at Avowed, right? Avowed is a perfect example of like a Bethesda style game in UE5.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it doesn't have
I never feel like I'm actually doing anything in these games.
Yeah. Not to mention just the performance is like been downhill.
Oh, it's dog.
It's been downhill ever since.
Terrible. So, I think we're entering and I think we've been here for a while. I think we're entering a stage of UE5 where it's just slop. Mm-hmm. Anything UE5 I'm putting in the slop category until I see otherwise.
Yeah, by default.
Yeah, no, default, it's UE5, it's slop.
It's fair.
Until I have a reason to see otherwise.
Yeah.
I feel like this wasn't a problem with other versions of Unreal.
No, Unreal 4 is fine.
Yeah, like UE4 games, UE3 games they were pretty diverse. Mm-hmm. I mean, they had like things that were similar between all of them. But like UE5, it's just, I feel like they really fucking missed the mark on the game engine part.
They focus way too much on the visuals.
On the visuals, and that's the part that almost everyone I know who plays games couldn't give a fuck about visuals if the gameplay and story is dog shit. Yeah. If Red Dead Redemption 2 still looked like Red Dead Redemption 2, but the story was like, oh, this is Arthur Morgan, and he says, it's Morganing time, and then he Morgans all over everyone, and then everyone in the gang dies inexplicably. It was just this dog shit story. I wouldn't like Red Dead Redemption 2, but it looks good, though.
Yeah. I mean, Red Dead 1's a good example of that. By today's standards, it doesn't look great, but why it holds up is because that story is so good.
Yeah. No, if I spray paint a piece of shit gold, it's still a piece of shit. Shit is shit, no matter how good the shit looks.
Yeah.
So maybe stop making games with UE5.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. And it's very interesting what developers can do when they do build an engine specifically aimed at like a franchise or like a type of game. And the reason I bring that up is because I've been playing through the Yakuza games, like I said, and I just finished Kiwami 2. And that was a remake that was made specifically on the Dragon engine, which is, of course, a proprietary engine made by the developers. And, like, you can feel that this game feels different than anything else. Like, this doesn't feel like a Rockstar game with beat-em-up mechanics or an Assassin's Creed game with beat-em-up mechanics. This feels like its own gameplay style. The engine has its own, or the game has its own sort of weight to the physics or the characters and the animations, and it's different, you know? And I think that's honestly why Rockstar games stand out so much, is because, like, if you made Red Dead 2 in UE5, same story, same visuals, or whatever, I don't think the game would be even a fraction of as good as it is.
Arthur Morgan like goes to punch someone instead of this like meaty, big wide
this is a guy
punch.
Yeah,
it's like you hit him in the face with a napkin.
Yeah, but then when you knock them out, they enter like a pre-con animation of just like laying down instead of getting absolutely KO'd. You know,
instead of getting like absolutely just ragdolled or whatever.
Like how in the game when you punch someone in the face, it's like he just punched that guy in the face. Like he definitely just did. Yeah.
I also know Bethesda. They don't specify engines. Like they don't have unique versions of the creation engine for different things. It's just creation. Which, if you try to make one engine for everything, you end up with a lot of horse shit. So, an example of this is, you know why the vertibirds in Fallout 4 fly like that? It's because they took dragons, same exact code and whatever, from Skyrim and just put a helicopter texture on them.
Yeah.
That's why they fly like that.
Yeah.
They took I think even like in Skyrim the arrows all have ballistics, like bullet ballistics code for them because they didn't have like arrow code. So it's just like this weird, inefficient, like
workflow.
Yeah, if they had one that was, oh, this is creation fantasy, and we use this for Elder Scrolls. This is creation fucking
whatever, like
Fallout.
future, yeah,
this
whatever.
is creation modern for like Fallout games.
Yeah. Well, it's like you could also have a version of that engine that does support like vehicles rolling, so you could do the train and not have to do a workaround, like.
I find it
invertebrates
pretty unrealistic that you can't in Fallout 4. Like, in Fallout 4, I have a civilization with purified water and electric lighting in all my houses, but a car, that's crazy.
Yeah.
A go-kart, I built an internal combustion engine to power my water factory. I built a generator to power a cage to capture a death claw because I thought it was funny.
But a car?
But I can't put it together like even a fucking go-kart.
Yeah.
Come on now. Give me a four-wheeler or something.
Well, it's kind of like Dying Light. Dying Light, the newest one added... The first one had buggies, and the newest one added, like, cars and stuff. And, like, obviously that engine probably had to be updated to support that because no previous game really had actual cars. And they felt pretty good to drive, too. So, like, clearly there was some thought put into designing that engine to handle that, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, because can you fly dragons at all in Skyrim? Is that a thing?
You fly on one, I think once, you do one in the main story once, and I think you can do it in the Dragonborn DLC another time, but it's a canned, like, animation.
It's not a mechanic.
It's not a mechanic. It's
No.
like, it's not like flying your ship in Starfield, for all you can do that, you know.
For the 8 feet, you can...
Yeah, you can do that in space, but, like, no, you can't do it anywhere interesting.
You know it's bad when the Star Wars Ubisoft game had some way better flying than that. Like,
That's tough.
that game actually had, like, animations for you going off planet and stuff. So,
That's really tough.
yeah.
Oh, they didn't just throw you to a menu?
No, like, you would go in the ship, you select your destination, and it would actually show the ship lift off, the landing gear retract, and then... and then it would follow the ship and go through the clouds, and then...
Oh, so
you're in
you would
space.
see the ship take off at Starfield, but then you were just in space. And then...
Did it, like, teleport you like a loading screen, or did it actually follow it?
Oh yeah, it would show you, and then you would go into a loading screen, of course.
Oh, yeah, no. So with Star Wars Outlaws, the way, if I remember correctly, that does it follows the ship, and then you'll blast towards the clouds. And depending on, like, on what you're playing on, it will hold you in the clouds for a little bit, like, to load, but then it just shows you exit the atmosphere, and then it puts you in the plane, the ship.
Yeah, see, also, in a modern game, a game that I'm playing in the Big 26, I should not encounter a loading screen ever. I should encounter a loading screen once when the game starts, and never again.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to have loading screens anymore. Put in fake loading zones. There's so many workarounds for loading screens. Just stop putting fucking loading screens and stuff. And most people, other than Bethesda, have figured this out.
And Obsidian, because I forget how Avowed did it, but Outer Worlds had loading screens too. Outer Worlds 2. So, it wasn't as bad as the Outer Worlds one, but I still had them. So, yeah, I always find that weird. Like the Yakuza example I gave, when they switched to the Dragon Engine, that's one of the big upgrades is enterable, seamless buildings. In the main original games, you had to click A and it would loading screen, and you're in the building. Now you just open a door. So
I'm trying to picture a gameplay loop like something like 7 Days to Die. Because I give 7 Days to Die a lot of shit. But it is actually kind of interesting that they have hundreds of different points of interest, and all of them are buildings that you can enter and go through, and they're all available all the time. You can all do quests in them and shit like that.
and it's seamless.
Thinking about a gameplay loop like that, where you're constantly entering buildings with a loading screen between each building, it's tough. Or, say you're doing a shopping trip, in Skyrim? Oh, I'm in Whiterun. Let me go to the fucking alchemist. Let me go to Bellathor's, you know? Let me go to the blacksmith. Let me get a couple of things here, couple of things there. I'm in 7 loading screens.
God forbid you forget something. Like, fuck.
If you can install a file such that you just hit a button and like the gates to Whiterun open and it's loaded already, you could have done that in the base game.
Yeah.
You know, like if just some guy can do it, you can figure it out.
Yeah. I wonder, imagine if GTA had loading screens where like you enter the car, he opens the door, loading screen, gets inside the car.
And it's the super long, like, old school, you know when you would jump straight into online on like the Xbox 360?
Yeah.
And you would be in that loading screen for like 5 fucking minutes.
That was the worst. I don't miss that, man. I do not miss that. But yeah. Yeah, imagine it just does that. It's playing the fucking GTA sound. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand the loading screen thing. I think Obsidian needs to figure it out too.
Yeah, it's it's not terribly difficult.
And that game was
these
UE5
days.
too. Outer Worlds too.
Really?
So it had really no reason to be. And you could definitely feel it because there was plenty of enterable areas, but you still had a lot of loading screens between like your ship and the planets. Like there was no animations for flying off planet. Like seamless. It was always a loading screen. So, but it was a big improvement over Outer Worlds 1, I will say. So
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I was having an issue with UE5 yesterday. So High on Life 2 came out, and I've been playing that. I played like an hour of it yesterday. And I was having this weird issue where I was just like trying to explore the map, and I guess textures or something weren't loading because I got to the first like landing area, and I just drove around, and there's a mall. I went in the mall, I went up the stairs, and there's a couple of gags. There's a Spencer's and a Party City. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. That's funny. So I like explored all these stores, and I'm like, oh, okay, like that's neat. And then I left, and I went down the stairs, and there was another like party shop. Went in there, explored around. It let me talk to like an NPC and everything in there, like just like jokingly. And then I went to leave the store, and I couldn't leave. There was an invisible wall. I'm like, that's weird. And I could see like faint little black lines. I'm like, I wonder if there's something that rendered in that's blocking me. So I was able to do like a weird trick to like grapple through the wall. There was a gate in the way that just didn't load, and I walked right through it.
Oh, nice.
So then I'm like, all right, whatever. I go to leave the mall. I wasn't supposed to be in the mall that early in the game. The doors were shut and locked. I was stuck in the fucking mall. So I had to reload the checkpoint, do the first mission, and then that mission sends you to the mall, and they open the gate for you. I'm like, what the fuck? I like totally just explored this place and was like in there, and I wasn't supposed to be because shit wasn't rendering. And that happened like 3 times in different places. Weird.
So having kept up on the lore, Justin Roiland beat the shit out of his wife, right?
Yeah, I believe so. He's not on the game anymore. I know that.
Nice.
I don't know if he's in jail, though.
I think he got arrested. I remember that happening, but I don't remember him ever going to jail. And then I don't remember what happened with that case.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of makes me like sad for the game in a way because I was he does Morty and like his voice, right? Was that the voice he did in that show?
Both Rick and Morty.
Oh, he does both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was playing the second game, and the gun that you have in the first game that had Morty's voice isn't there. And I was like, huh, I wonder why that's missing. And then it just clicked again. I'm like, wait a minute.
Justin Roiland is,
Is gone. And they don't seem to, I mean, maybe that gun will come back later in the game, but I don't know. They must have someone replicate the voice if they do, but yeah, it's a shitty situation. Yeah.
I think I think I hate what Rick and Morty has done to like to certain modern animation. I think if Rick and Morty was like 3 seasons and then ended, it would be lauded as this like amazing show.
What did it do? I never watched it. Really.
But it's just like it got really, really old, really, really quick. Where now everything is this like weird meandering sort of oh geez, Rick, oh geez, and then Rick is like I'm gonna do a smart thing, and then he fucking like combines a bunch of bullshit into a thing, and then they also put a bunch of like serial elements into it, like so it's like a bunch of like instead of there being like, oh, here's a bunch of bullshit episodes, and then there's like a story relevant one at the end of the season or whatever. There's, oh, it's all story now, all the time. It's like not what people were showing up for, really.
It's weird.
I don't know. I think it's just kind of lame.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. That sucks.
It's kind of lame.
I feel like that's just how all this shit goes. So they oversaturate it. You know, they just want to pull as much out of it as they can.
They see, and I've seen unfairly, people drawing comparisons between Rick and Morty and Smiling Friends.
I could see why visually.
Don't fucking talk about my beloved that way.
How many seasons of Smiling Friends?
3.
3.
So far. It's not over yet because it's immensely popular. But I can see there being a reality in which it overstays its welcome.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That remains to be seen.
I don't know. From what you've showed me, it's funnier.
It's well, it's made by guys who like they really know how to improv. So I think they just write like an outline or something for an episode and they just go. So, you know, don't talk about my beloved that way. But in general, I just don't think the Rick and Morty, like it was fun for like the first 2.5 seasons, and I was like, this is getting really grating.
Yeah. Yeah, the performances are very much like you said in that show, from what I've seen. So, like all the clips I see are the same thing. It's the gee man, like that sort of, and I could see that gets old. That's how the game was too, actually. High on Life.
Yeah, and that's why I had some interest in playing it, and then I was like, oh, you got this fucking jerk off yapping in your ear the whole time. I'm out.
Yeah, you might like the second one better, because he's not in it, and you have the guns still talking, but they're way more normal now. They talk like they're trying to have a conversation with a couple jokes. They don't just throw out.
Well, maybe they hired an actual comedy writer this time.
maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I really liked the first game. Second one's okay so far. I like it. I wish it ran a little better. But, I mean, UE5, what do you expect?
UE5.
Gotta love it. Gotta freaking love it.
It's certainly one of the game engines.
Yeah. But have you been playing anything, doing anything? Or you just living?
Man, I started a project. You know how everything, and I mean everything, has been getting shittier? Every product, every service, everything is just
this podcast.
Shittier. Yeah. You know, because we're streamlining processes. We get a lot of shareholders involved.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the I got the board on my ass. Okay.
Yeah.
$500 million compensation package for me. $6 compensation package for Jordan.
And a Big Mac.
Half a Big Mac. Sorry to tell you. Half a Big Mac, and you can have a 4-piece McNugget too.
That's a win.
But no toy.
Fuck.
No Happy Meal box.
God damn it.
Point is, everything's getting shittier. And I can't help a lot of things, you know, like I can't like wave a wand and be like, oh yeah, fast food is how it was in 2010 again. You know, but what I can do is, for me and me only, fuck everyone else. I can make my own infrastructure for things. So I'm pulling everything locally now. I am going to be canceling my subscriptions, a lot of them. I'm going to bring most things that I can, everything I possibly can, locally. That's storage. That's video streaming. That's gaming in some cases. All these things that I'm pulling locally. What I've done is, because I got all this computer hardware just sitting around, doing nothing.
Doesn't play games.
So what I do is I mangled my old computer. I took the motherboard, the RAM, CPU, and one of the drives out, and the power supply. Put it into a new case, a NAS case that has all these drive bays. And I'm just going to build a proper, like, little NAS system. And I'm going to put Proxmox virtual environment on there. And I'm going to virtualize TrueNAS. And that's kind of it. I'm going to have all my shit offline. Because in an age where I see a lot of things being pulled to the cloud, you know, there's going to be a point where I can picture a future in which you can't buy computer hardware anymore. You have to rent it. You have to rent server space, basically. You know, you have to rent a piece of Oracle's server. I don't want to do that. I don't think I will. So, I'm going to be spending a considerable amount of time in my life hoarding computer hardware. So that way, when that happens and everyone's like, man, it sucks now, I can't do anything on my computer, I'll be laughing.
Yeah.
And then you'll come to me on your hands and knees, begging for a stick of RAM, begging for an SSD. You'll come to me. I am the infrastructure now. I hardly slept last night, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't sleep great either. It's funny you mentioned the renting server space, and I forgot about the dystopian part of that, where it's not just like you're renting your PC essentially through their server. It's like then you say like one mean thing about the company, like, oh, these prices are egregious, and they just like fucking block you off their shit. Like you lose access to all your shit, you know?
You go, man, these prices are egregious, and it's fucking Dr. Manhattan vaporizing you.
Yeah, they I don't know. It's a shitty future to not own anything. It started with media. Like it started with movies and shit, and it's like, oh, you don't own them, you stream them, and that became normalized. So now they're pushing into other markets, you know. And
for any trouble this may bring, not Jordan, I'm not roping him into this. I am taking a firm pro-piracy stance. I'm not saying I do it. And I'm not saying you should do it. You should definitely not pirate anything.
Yeah. I've never been sailing before, but I've always wanted to sail the high seas. So
I would never.
I think sailing is cool. We had a teacher in high school who sailed, and he thought it was cool too.
Yeah. I read a lot about pirates. You know?
Arr.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. You know? I'm taking a firm pro-piracy stance.
Fair enough.
That's because you don't own anything anymore, so if someone were to download it illegally, you're not stealing anything.
Did you hear what Notch said? Obviously creator of Minecraft.
Notch just said a lot of things that I don't like, so.
Well, very recently, like within the last 2 weeks, he said piracy isn't stealing if you don't own it to begin with.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Notch just said a lot of other objectionable things, but I can agree. Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to go down
Oh, yeah.
We got to talk about that. Maybe not this episode, but the next one. We got to talk about that because I don't know any of that lore.
Oh, maybe it's not topic for the show.
Damn it. That bad?
He's just said some very interesting things about certain groups of people.
He's a racist homophobe.
He's like not a great guy.
Damn. Well, his stance on piracy is cool.
His stance on piracy is good, though.
Yeah. He has one. He's got one.
He's got one good opinion.
Oh, man.
But yeah, my point is I'm going to be... Oh, and I'll be able to, again, insert Dr. Manhattan vaporize GIF. I'm going to be able to do that to my Windows partition on my main PC. Because with Proxmox, you can pass a GPU through to your VM. And you can do this on a base Linux system as well. It's the same process. It's IOMMU. IOMMU. I mushmouthed it there.
What does that stand for?
Don't fucking ask me that.
I knew it.
It's input output.
Multimedia Universal.
Multimedia Uncle.
There you go.
Input output multimedia unc. you can pass a GPU through hardware-wise. So, like, your VM has bare metal access to this GPU. And I've done it before. It's not a terribly difficult process, especially on Proxmox. You just have to, like, because it's kind of built for shit like that. It's a virtualization environment. You just have to throw, like, some commands out, restart it, and then you're good. And then you can just go to your VM, go to the GUI, and say, pass PCI device, and then just select whatever graphics card you're putting. It's literally a 5-minute tutorial I watched on it. And I know my hardware's capable of it because I've done it with that hardware before. So I'm going to be buying a new GPU. I'm going to be buying a used RTX 3080. I've done a lot of market analysis here, and I found that a used RTX 3080 for price to performance is probably my best bet at the moment. Getting anything 40 series out of the question. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Too fucking expensive. 50 series, God, fuck no.
And they're skipping the 60, so.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not releasing any consumer GPUs this year, NVIDIA said. So.
Every day, I get a little closer to Johnny Silverhand.
I start to connect with this character a little bit.
Every day, I just, like, if you show up, if you see me, if you come over my house one time and I have a can of, like, chrome spray paint and I'm painting my arm, just know that I've snapped.
Chris paints his arm chrome. We should just cut it off at this point and give you a bionic arm for real.
Yeah, give me a robo arm.
So
I can robo goon.
Robo goon.
Yeah, so getting anything 50 series is out of the fucking question. I did that once. It hurt financially a lot. I paid $1,600 for my 5080.
A guy I work with just paid $3,300 for a 5090. So.
Well, that's an interesting choice to make. You know,
after buying a 5080,
I had a 5080.
He was like,
it's more than enough.
Yeah.
And also in terms of 40 and 50 series specifically, those cards are fucking massive.
Yeah,
they're huge. The 30 series are big, but they're not that big.
When are we just gonna start calling the GPU the motherboard at this point? Like, it's way bigger than the motherboard at this point.
It is a daughter board technically, but you know, that motherboard's got one real husky daughter, and then all the other ones are, you know,
I am the mother now.
all the other ones, they've been, the big one's been eating all their food, so.
They should start selling integrated motherboards with integrated full-size GPUs. That way, people can't upgrade, and capitalism wins again.
Yeah, I think what they should do is they should sell an all-in-one package that has the CPU, RAM, storage, and GPU all soldered to the motherboard. So it's like Cake Mix. Does Cake Mix need you to put an egg in there? No. Does this main board theoretical unit need you to, like, put it in a case and put screws in it and plug it in? No. At that point, they're selling you the computer.
Yeah.
But they want to make you feel like you're doing something. Like Shake and Bake. You ever use Shake and Bake? You're doing something, technically. You're putting shit in a bag and shaking it around. You put it in the oven, it works.
Yeah.
I'm sick of play acting. I'm sick of LARPing like I'm doing stuff.
LARPing adult life.
Stop shaking keys in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
This is going to be the episode where it's going to be titled Chris Exhibits Signs of Psychosis on Maine.
Yeah.
I frankly don't think I've ever been more in touch with reality.
Yeah. Chris shakes fist at Moon again. You'll get a thumbnail of you like, why I oughta.
Why I oughta.
Angry nerd shakes fist.
I got stuck in an animation there.
I can tell.
I have said this before. I said it a few minutes ago. I don't sleep anymore. Or I don't sleep much anymore. Totally my fault, by the way. There's been times where, like, I wasn't sleeping because I couldn't. Trust me, when I do sleep, it's awesome. It's great. I just choose not to most times. I just choose not to often.
Damn.
Because I got too much other shit going on.
Yeah, it couldn't be me.
I don't know. Like, I'm up at 5 a.m. I'm out the door by 6:30, you know, and I work. And I just go to the office. I work. I go home. I go to the gym. I go to the store. And by the time I'm sitting down and doing stuff, it's like 9 o'clock already. I'm like, man, I should go to bed because I got to wake up at 5 a.m. again. And then I'm like, what if I stayed up till 12:30 though? What if I stayed up really late?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I can't.
It's only done near irreparable damage to my mental state.
Fair. Yeah, I can't. I get way too cranky. Like that, like what you just described about coming home, working out, going to the store, making dinner, all that. Like that's been my life for the last like 3 weeks, but I still go to bed at like 10:30. I'm like, I can't.
If I get too tired, there was one incident recently where I had to come home and I had to take pictures of the windshield on the tile because it had a crack in it. We were getting replaced. And Geico wanted pictures of it before they would say, yes, you can replace it. So I missed the email at first. And then by the time I looked at it, I'm like, fuck, I have to do this today or else the claim gets canceled. So I got home. It's dark, mind you. I get home and I have all this bullshit from the grocery store. So I'm hauling all that inside while I'm trying to take pictures of this fucking windshield. And, mind you, the app that they give you to do it in isn't functioning. So I had a little crash out in the driveway. It happens. I took pictures of it, and then I went on a little rant, and then I went back inside, and it was fine.
That's why the cops were here that night. Okay, that makes sense.
I definitely did yell, because when I submitted these pictures, by the way, they immediately approved the windshield, right when I submitted them. So I did yell a little bit, but it's fine.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
It's okay. I've been writing and reading a lot, and that's been taking up a lot of my time.
Yeah, still. Did you finish any of the books still, or are you still on the
I'm still working on The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. It's very good. Because people that I was watching do reviews on this were saying that it's a weaker entry in Abercrombie's sort of bibliography. That's the word. I like it a lot. I'll be honest. It's compared to like, I just came off the heels of Stormlight, The Way of Kings, into The Devils. The Devils is like way raunchier. There's like way more. It's a way like raunchier, sort of trashier book. I like it a lot though.
Fair.
I think Joe Abercrombie. I think he's got a type, you know, and it shows in the book.
What is that type?
Like big, dominant, muscular women.
Oh, he's got the Neil Druckmann vibe. Got it.
Which, a guy like me, I get it. I think personally in the book, he, like when he was writing the book, he probably played Baldur's Gate 3 and was like, he saw Karlach and was like, this, but werewolf.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of different characters and there's a lot of different dynamics, but I don't know, that's pretty good. I think the banter, people were saying the banter gets a little grating at times, and I kind of agree. Because there's times where they're like, they all this group of people, they get around, they're going to discuss a plan. This is what we're going to do next. And they just start quipping back and forth. I'm like, all right, give it a fucking rest.
He's having a fucking conversation with himself.
In that situation, I am Jacob of Thorn, who's like the serious sort of leader type. He's like, he'll just either sigh or like he'll be like, all right, let's lock the fuck in and like actually do this.
That's funny.
But there's actually there's a section of the book I just read. It's maybe about a third of the way through, That's where they go to an illusionist's house, and they fight like past versions of themselves, both the werewolf woman in question and Jacob of Thorn. They have like illusions of their past lives, and then sort of fight past versions of themselves. It leads to them, the illusion breaks, and they're actually fighting each other. I thought that was like genuinely a fantastic bit of writing. There was a lot of like very, very good prose that looked inward on these characters. If there's something that Abercrombie really fucking shines at, it's writing in a character's voice. Because Sanderson is like, you can kind of tell who's speaking, but it's a lot more external. It's close third person technically, but it's punched out a few notches. Where Abercrombie, it's like, it's close to being first person. It's very much you're in this character's head. Huh. I like that a lot. Cool. So you can tell there's differences between, this is a chapter with like Balthazar, narrating, because he's just a cunt the whole time. Or this is one with Jacob. Or I like the chapters. There's a few sort of short chapters with Alex and Sonny, and I like those two characters. I think they're fun. So it's a good book. I recommend it. It's pretty good.
All right, there you go. Chris approved.
Also, I found out a feature by the just while reading this that my e-reader can do, which I think is common among a bunch of them. You can just, if you're in light, you can just turn the backlight off completely.
So it's just white text on a black screen?
Yeah. And you get way more battery out of it, and you can see it just fine. Because I'm used to LCD screens. An LCD screen, you turn the backlight off, it's fucking black. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I had a screen come in when I was working on something. I had a monitor come in, and the backlight was dead. And you legit, even in a fully lit area, you legit have to shine a very bright flashlight to actually see shit on the screen. But no, the e-ink displays are like, it's fucking magic. Mm-hmm. It's genuinely very impressive.
That's dope.
It's pretty neat. I'll be honest. I like it. I approve it. If I am saying that a piece of technology is not shitty, you know what I mean? You got to think it's worth something.
Chris is a certified hater, so yeah.
I hate most things,
including me,
especially him.
Yeah.
You got a problem? Kill him about it.
That's gonna be the new thing. No matter what, you're gonna start a bar fight and like,
come kill my boy about it.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Yo, punch the little guy.
I'm like, God damn it, Chris! As I get uppercutted through the roof.
It's gonna be a point where I can't call you little guy anymore, because like we're doing a sort of reverse chonking. So we're like I'm de-chonking and you're chonking.
Yeah.
So it's pretty soon you're gonna be calling me Pipsqueak.
Buff Jerry. Oh man. Yeah.
You show up and you're gonna show up and give me a wedgie and put me in a headlock and give me a noogie.
Yep. Yeah. Chris and I'm like, hey, when I finish school, Chris and I'm like, hey, you want to take some of the edit? I'm like, what did you just say to me? Like, I'm sorry, sir. I'll edit all of them.
What the fuck did you say to me? He cracks my neck like the fucking cracks my neck like a Q-tip.
I'm like, oh, break your legs. What is that movie? Is it Misery or something about the writer who gets captured by like a Airbnb host?
Misery, yeah, it's a Stephen King book.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna do that to you for the podcast.
Which implies you're infatuated with me in some fashion.
Maybe, perhaps.
I think it would be like, oh man, the reference just left.
That shit hit exit 4, downtown.
Fuck. That's it.
No, we just wait. We just wait for it to come back. Just pause.
Shit.
Oh.
Fuck.
You talking about the Kindle or the e-reader? I mean.
No, I was between those things.
Damn it!
I was gonna make another reference, but I'm just such a fucking stupid chud. I can't do anything anymore.
I want you to jump back on the timeline for this podcast to the part where you're like, my wisdom, my intelligence, elevated.
Elevated. Level 20 wizard. My spell book looks like a dictionary. Yours looks like a pamphlet.
Damn.
Yours looks like a brochure.
Damn.
Get the fuck out of here with this dollar store ass incantation.
Chris has the largest book.
You're
the best spell book.
You're a fake wizard. You're a fake and a fraud.
Who's the director at exactly?
What, a fake and a fraud?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Just everyone?
Everyone, there's a lot of these fake wizards out here who are trying to pretend.
Yeah. That's all I got, though. Since you blue-balled us with your joke.
I feel like this episode was dog shit.
This was so dog shit. We still have one more. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
As always, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Video Public, Spotify Podcasts, and the RSS Feed below. YouTube, Spotify, you can see us there, video platform, and Instagram, TikTok, you can contact us. You also have an email.
I feel we're melting. What is going on?
Synapse Misfire at pm.me. Send your comments, questions, concerns, and death threats. Because I did a big inhale, and I instantly inhaled like a dust particle.
Oh, there's a lot of latent dust particles around. I had to spray all the cum out of my computer. Chris? I made it turn into just a pewter.
Chris, I'm stuck. I'm Chris. I can't get up. I'm stuck to the chair.
Like Velcro. When
Why am I stuck?
And he's gonna be wearing assless chaps afterwards. The seat of his pants is still stuck to the chair.
Okay. This episode was like those assless chaps, bro. It was ass.
This episode's like my pants, full of shit. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
We'll be here next week. No, we won't.